Good morning, boys and girls. Today we are continuing our lesson on area. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with reading today's target. I can determine area of rectangles using multiplication related to rows times unit squares in each row. So basically, what that means is that you're already seeing all these rectangular shapes, and you're seeing that there are squares being put into rows and columns, okay? So, with that being said, you guys know that we've been practicing with this from last week, and we're just continuing that because we have a math test that you will be tested on this again, okay? So, as you can see up here, it says guided, but today we're going to be using this worksheet as the focus lesson because of this problem down here that looks a little different from what you're probably used to. So, we're going to go ahead, starting in order, trying to find the area of our rectangles. So, remember, boys and girls, in order to find the area of a rectangular shape, the inside, not the outside length, but the inside length, okay? To find that, we have to multiply length times width, okay? So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with number 1 right here. Okay, so we have 1, 2. So 2 in this column. So we're going to write 2 right here for the length. No, length, yes, this is length. Then we're going to count each square down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 for the width. Okay, so we have the numbers 6 and 2. And knowing our multiplication operation, finding the area, we're multiplying these numbers. So what is 6? We are going to be multiplying 2 times 6, which would equal how much if we were to add all these together, add all these squares together? 12. Very good. 12 square units. Because remember, one box is a square unit. So there are 12 square units in this rectangle. So that's why we are labeling it square units, because each square is called a square unit. All right, number 2, let's move on. And again, we are always counting every square for the width and the length, okay? So for this one, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 going in this row. So I'm going to write 4 right here. Then we're going to go up, still counting this because this is still part of the length side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 4 times 6. Now, if we were to add all these squares up together, or as you should already do, memorizing your multiplication fact families. So if we were to do repeated addition of 4 6 times, let's do that. So 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So then we have 4 plus 4 is 8. Then another 4 plus 4 is 8. And then another 4 plus 4 is 8. So 8 3 times. 8 plus 8, 16, plus 8, and that will get us our answer, which is 24. Because 4 times 6 is 24. Oh, square units though, so I'm going to write square units right underneath. All right, boys and girls, continuing and following along with me. All right, counting our squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 for our first part of our multiplication problem. And going up for our length, still including this one because it's part of the length. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Excuse me. So 9 multiplied by 7 will give us our answer. So we know that there's a lot of square units in this one. So what would be another way to solve for this, boys and girls? We could draw. So, if you don't have this memorized, you can draw. So let's just draw 7 circles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and put 9 in each one. So instead of tally marks, I'm just putting 9. It's another way of doing repeated addition. So, boys and girls, to save time on this video, if we were to add all these 9s, how much would 9 times 7 be for us? 63 square units. Yes, 63 square units. Very good. All right, last one before we get to this interesting one down here. Okay, so we'll do length. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because remember, you're always including that. Even though it's already been used for one, you do it for the other as well. 4 times 4 is what, boys and girls? 16 square units. Very good. Very good, boys and girls. Okay, now let's go ahead and jump right to this question right here. Looks like that there was a number error, and that's okay. So, while I am reading this problem, I will also be doing cubes, okay? Because you should still be using the strategy for word problems no matter what. Okay, boys and girls? All right. Jenna wants to tile her kitchen with 1-foot square tiles. Okay, so each of these squares is a 1-foot square tile. All right. The figure below represents the floor. Okay, so here's the floor. So far, she has completed 3 rows. All right, so it looks like this row, so this is row 1. This is row 2. And this is row 3. Now, it says it's completed. So boys and girls, what this is actually showing us is that the tile floor has a pattern, a black and white pattern. So we are including the white and the black to be part of this row, okay? So I don't want the colors to confuse you because as it says right here, so far she has completed 3 rows. So 1, 2, 3 rows of tiles were completed, but they were in a color coordinated design. So we have white and black squares that is included in each row. Okay. So with that being said, so if white and black is included, let's just count how many tiles are in each row. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 tiles in each row, and half of them are black and half of them are white tiles. Okay? So let's not get confused with that, all right? So now, based on the model, so this picture, what is the area in square feet of the entire kitchen? Okay, so it says area, so we know we need to multiply, okay? And we need to find out the entire kitchen, okay? Because they only did half. We need to find out the other half, boys and girls. So, we know, so with that being said, there are 3 rows here. How many rows are incomplete? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we know that there are 6 rows total. But we need to find out the total for all of it, and we also need to find out how many are in each row. Well, boys and girls, if you were paying attention, we did already solve that already. So, if we were to count going down this way, okay, because we went rows this way, let's see how many we can come up with here. So there's 1 square unit for this row going this way, then another square unit, then another, then we could draw like this. Look, it's basically completed. So you doing something like this on the test will actually help you very well. So for this column, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so there are 6. There are 6 going this way, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, yeah. So, because we already had 6 rows, obviously. So then we have 6. So then we had to count this way, which was 8. So, if you were to finish the project by doing this, boys and girls, you could just add all of them together now, or make it simpler on ourselves since we already knew the row, which was 6, and here are the columns, which is 8. Now your multiplication problem is 6 times 8. And remember, we are including the black and white, okay? Because it didn't say in the problem, only count the black tiles. No, no, no. It said, what is the area in the square feet of the entire kitchen? This is the entire kitchen, okay? And yes, it was incomplete, but we still need to find out what is the square footage. So that is where this comes in. 6 rows, 8 columns. 6 times 8. So that we're going to let's just count, okay? Because that's one way and one strategy to help you solve for this, okay? Just adding all these up, or doing repeated addition of 6 8 times, adding 6 8 times, or adding 8 6, adding 6 8 times, or adding 8 6 times, okay? All right, so, or drawing a picture. So let's just make it easy for this problem, okay? We're just going to count these. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. So what is the square footage of this whole kitchen? 48 square units. And that, boys and girls, is how we solved this problem, okay? All right, so with this being said now, you are now going to go back into Schoology and practice solving area model problems, okay? And if you are having trouble understanding this lesson, remember you can always rewatch this video or join Mrs. Strasbaugh on a live Zoom meeting from 9 to 9:30 a.m. to help you further understand this. Okay, boys and girls, it's been great talking to you today, and I will see you next time. Bye!